If you're looking for the ultimate hotel credit card in 2025 with the hotel brand that has the most options from top to bottom, one brand and two specific cards stands out. Now you clicked on this video, so you know that both of these cards are from Marriott, but from two different card issuers. Both cards offer incredible luxury perks, exclusive access, and rewards that make travel even more memorable. They unlock experiences that were once only for the wealthy or the road warriors. But which one of these cards delivers the best value for you? So in this video, we're going to compare these two powerhouses side by side, and we'll cover everything from free nights and elite status to lounge access and travel credits. So whether you're a Marriott loyalist, exploring hotel loyalty programs, or you just want to level up and maximize every hotel stay, let's find out which card deserves a spot in your wallet. And stick around until the end. I'll even explain the best plan of attack for adding both of these cards to make an insane luxury duo. Now, I've stayed over 1,000 nights in Marriott hotels, just about every brand in their portfolio. So hopefully I can share my experiences and help you better prepare to create your own. So what makes you a candidate for one of these cards? Well, if you're a business traveler and you want more perks, think room upgrades, early check-ins, late checkouts, hotel lounge access to snag some extra bottles of water, a free latte, free breakfast, or even a cocktail. Or if you want a better path towards greater elite status, the higher up in status you go, the better you earn. Or maybe you're starting to plan out a honeymoon or a big family vacation, and you want free night certificates, things like that. Maybe it's some sort of combination, but as long as you're willing to spend for the annual fee and committed to using the credits and benefits that come with these cards, you're in the right place. And if you do determine that one or both of these cards make sense, check my description down below. I have referral links for both the Chase and the Amex Marriott cards. And if you have one or both of these cards, or any Marriott card for that matter, comment down below and share some of your experiences. So why Marriott and why these two cards? Well, Marriott Bonvoy is the rewards program that both of these cards are built around. And Marriott has an extensive network of hotels, over 8,000 properties worldwide. Everything from budget-friendly options in just about any town in America to the high-end luxury brands like JW, St. Regis, and Ritz-Carlton. This means that Marriott Bonvoy points can take you pretty much anywhere in the world. Marriott cards are across two card issuers, Chase and American Express. Now, the Chase cards came about when Marriott acquired Starwood Hotels in 2016. And there's 7 cards in total, and I've gone into extensive detail about all these different cards and the different levels of status with Marriott, so I'll link that video at the end of this one. By the way, if you're still with me and you like this kind of stuff and the way that I think, and you're not a subscriber yet, all I ask is that you consider it if you get any value here today. So these two premium tier cards from Marriott are two of the best hotel cards available, and the Ritz is kind of available. So hang tight, and we'll discuss that here shortly. So first, from American Express, the premium tier Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant, which right now does have an elevated welcome offer, 185,000 Marriott points after $6,000 in spend within 6 months. Now, this promotional offer runs until mid-May, so depending on when you're watching this, just make sure you're checking out which offers are currently available. So this 185,000 points, that's well over $1,500 in value. Even more than that with just a little bit of effort. Now, I've talked about easy redemptions and ways that you can get over 1 cent per point, and I recently had a post about a 1.1 cent per point for the JW Marriott Grand Lakes in Orlando. That would make this welcome offer over $2,000 in value. Now, with all of that value, the Brilliant also does have one of the largest annual fees of any credit card, and it is the most premium card from Marriott for a few reasons. First, the status that it grants you, which is the highest status that you can get from any Marriott co-branded card. Now, that status is Platinum Elite, which is still a few tiers down from Marriott's highest, but having Platinum status will get you some usable perks. For example, if you travel to any of the larger cities and stay at any higher tier properties, you'll be able to access the hotel lounges and possibly get a room upgrade. I do feel like when I'm traveling with my family, I rarely get a room upgrade, but the times that I'm traveling to a bigger city for work and I'm traveling alone, I tend to always get a bigger room that is unnecessary. If you do travel abroad, you'll have a better shot at getting room upgrades with this Platinum status, and you'll probably get good value for things like the free breakfast. But how do we justify this $650 annual fee? Well, we can almost chop that in half with a $300 annual dining credit. Now, this is good at any restaurants worldwide that accept American Express. Now, the caveat here, it's $25 a month, and if you don't use it, you lose it. There's also a global entry or a TSA pre-check credit that comes with this card, but make sure you don't have that with another card in your setup today if you're going to place any value on that credit here. Even so, we still have over $300 in annual fees to cover. And this leads me to the main way to get max value from any hotel card, the free night award. This one here, good for a stay at up to 85,000 points per night, and you can also top this off with 15,000 of your own points. That would make this a room up to a value of 100,000 points a night. Even without adding any points and just using that 85K cert, you should still be able to get $700 or more in value. Now, I've shown a few examples of rooms costing well over $1,000 a night where you can use this cert. Plus, the Brilliant includes Priority Pass Select Airport Lounge access. Now, this is a hidden gem with any hotel credit card. Now, Priority Pass is more of an international perk since most U.S. airports either have airline-specific lounges or the credit card branded lounges like American Express, Capital One, or Chase. And yes, this is an American Express card, but it does not get you into the American Express branded lounges. Kind of. You don't get access to the American Express Centurion lounges, but you do get access to escape lounges through this Priority Pass Select membership. And these escape lounges are typically at second and third tier airports, but you do also get one visit annually to a Chase Sapphire Lounge, which I would highly recommend you check out. And I understand that these Priority Pass Select memberships can be a bit confusing from one card to the next. Comment down below if you have any questions. But leveraging this benefit can bring you hundreds of dollars in value. Now, the earning with any Marriott card is so-so at best. Most Marriott card holders will probably tell you that they use other cards for just about all spending, and the Marriott card is more just for the credits and the benefits. Now, this one earns 6 points per dollar at Marriott's, plus an additional 15 points per dollar for the Bonvoy Platinum status that it grants you. So 21 points per dollar total at Marriott properties, but only 6 points per dollar of that is because of this card. And make sure you check out the website. Extended stay hotel options do earn a bit less. Also, the Brilliant comes with 25 elite qualifying nights. So you'll be halfway to platinum status or a third of the way to titanium before you even stay a single night in a hotel. And if you hit titanium, that earning multiplier goes up, so you'd now earn up to 23.5x for your Marriott paid stays. Now, there's a few other slightly elevated earning categories with the Brilliant. 3 points per dollar for dining and flights booked direct with the airlines, and 2x everywhere else. That 3x for dining, plus the $25 monthly dining credit, plus the Marriott Eat Around Town program that you could register this card for, do make this a good combination to use at restaurants at least a handful of times a month. Overall, the Brilliant, very solid card, easy to get positive value from, just not a card that I would recommend spending on. Now for the premium tier option from Chase, the Ritz-Carlton card. Now the Ritz is a bit unique, and if you know anything about me and you've seen any of my other videos, you know how much I absolutely love this card. But yeah, it's not widely advertised since you can't directly apply for it. But hold up, don't skip over this part. 3 easy steps on how to get it. First, apply for a lower tier card from Chase and Marriott, like the $95 Bonvoy Boundless. Now most data points show that you need the Boundless in order for this product change to happen, but if you've done this with the Bold card, make sure you comment down below. Step 2, hold the Boundless for a full year. Now, in doing so, make sure you use that 35K free night cert with the Boundless. It's pretty easy to get $150 to $200 in value for this free night cert, but you can still find some diamonds in the rough, like my recent redemption to the JW Marriott in Orlando. But don't necessarily worry about finding greater than a 1 cent per point redemption here. Most often, those are reserved for the high-end hotels, which is precisely where the Ritz-Carlton card comes in. Now, step 3, a few weeks after your Boundless anniversary date hits, call Chase and ask for a product change to the Ritz-Carlton card. Now make sure you have 10,000 or more in credit on that Boundless card, and if you don't have that much today but you hold other cards from Chase, Chase will let you move some of that credit from one of your other cards to the Boundless card, and then you should be all set to make that product change. And when you do get your hands on the Ritz-Carlton card, it offers some pretty impressive perks for a $450 annual fee. But first, I want to cover the weaknesses when comparing it to the Brilliant card. First, the status that this grants you. Now, this is surprising, but the Ritz card only gives you Marriott Gold Elite status, which is the same that the American Express Platinum would grant you. You would think that this would give you a higher level of status, but that's not the case. Next, you're only granted 15 elite qualifying nights towards status, so 10 nights less than the Brilliant. Now, the free night award may be the same as the Brilliant and an 85K cert, but the likelihood of getting upgraded is less because you only have gold status versus platinum. The earning with the Ritz card is basically the same, 6x at Marriott properties, but only an additional 12.5x for being Bonvoy Gold versus Platinum. Also 3x for dining, car rentals, and flights booked direct with the airlines, and 2x everywhere else. All that aside, here's where the Ritz-Carlton really starts to separate itself. First up, the $300 annual travel credit. Now, this is classified as a travel incidentals credit, which is for things like seat upgrades or checked bag fees, but I recently called into Chase and used this credit for Southwest airfare. See my video on the Ritz-Carlton Card for more info on that. And there's many other similar data points out there, especially from guys like the frequent miler. So yeah, this doesn't necessarily need to be applied towards those checked bag fees or the seat upgrades, but even better, this card includes Priority Pass Select airport lounge access and free authorized users, which is the same with the Brilliant card. Now, these free authorized users can have their own Priority Pass Select membership, and for any cardholder, they need to make sure that they activate that membership to get into the airport lounges. Now, someone recently did comment on one of my videos saying that they had to pay for their authorized user for the Ritz card at $75, but I did confirm and call into Chase. There is no fee for authorized users with the Ritz-Carlton card. So back to the Priority Pass membership that this card comes with, including unlimited access to the Chase Sapphire lounges, which are by far my favorite airport lounges. Also, there's no cap on the amount of guests that you could take into the lounge with you. A viewer did comment on one of my videos recently, letting me know that they took 6 guests in with them. Now, again, these lounges are my absolute favorite. Just check out my top 5 US airport lounges of 2025 video, and you'll see what I mean. So on top of that, this is a Visa Infinite card. So it comes with premium travel protections, like the best trip delay and cancellation insurance, and primary rental car coverage. It's right there with the Sapphire Reserve for the best protections of any card. Okay, so how do they stack up? And could they both potentially fit in your setup? Well, the Ritz card has no welcome bonus. Since it's not a card that you can directly apply for, the Brilliance bonus is typically around 95,000 points, but currently sits at nearly double that, which to me is good. It's upwards of 2,000 in value, but the lower tier Bonvoy Boundless does have a solid welcome offer as well, so make sure you check that out. And with Marriott's rules, if by chance you want both cards, there's a bit of a strategy here. So if you want the Brilliant welcome bonus, you'd want to get the lower tier card from Chase first. So let's just say in this case, it's the Boundless card. So you need to hold that card for at least 24 months and then go for the Brilliant. If you try to add the Brilliant sooner than 24 months, you'll more than likely be ineligible for the Brilliant welcome offer. Now, you still may be able to get the card, just not the welcome bonus, but to me, this is just too much value that you'd be missing out on. And with that, if you product change to the Ritz before adding the Brilliant, you'd also be ineligible for that Brilliant welcome offer. So if you already have the Ritz, these complicated Marriott rules state that you cannot get the Brilliant welcome offer, but you could potentially product change back to the Boundless, then try the Brilliant after 30 days or so. But the most frictionless path, hold the Boundless for 24 months, then add the Brilliant, then add the Ritz. Aside from all of that, both cards have that $85K free night award, but while the Ritz-Carlton leans heavily on its $300 travel credit, the Brilliant focuses on a more usable $300 dining credit. Now, to me, this makes the Brilliant's credit a little bit more for those who might not always have big travel plans, but you would have to remember to use that $25 dining credit each month. Now, if elite status is a priority for you, the platinum status with the Brilliant plus the 25 elite qualifying nights really sets it apart. So on top of that, if you have the Brilliant and then you added the Bonvoy business card, you'd be at 40 elite qualifying nights, which is over halfway to titanium. Now, the Ritz does have better overall travel and purchase protections and primary rental car coverage, whereas the Brilliant does not. And the Ritz has better trip delay and cancellation insurance, and the Ritz has better airport lounge access. Now, again, if you decide to go for both of these cards, you can't stack 2 personal cards for the elite qualifying nights. So only the Brilliant's 25 elite qualifying nights would apply here. It's only possible with 1 personal and 1 business card. But you can stack the $85K free night awards, $600 in total credits between the two, and you'd have platinum status. Now, both cards bring major value to the table, so it really comes down to which perks align with your lifestyle. Personally, my plan is to get another Ritz-Carlton card, so I'll have 2 total Ritz-Carlton cards, but comment down below. Let me know which one sounds better to you. Now, to see my top 5 US airport lounges in 2025 and the cards to get you in, check out this video here. Or for more information on Marriott and the different levels of elite status and the different cards, check out this video here, and I'll see you there. Cheers.